All right, so I've talked a lot about Tesla and some stock Tesla features and stuff like that, but in this video, I want to kind of change things up. I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into some of the secrets of the Tesla vehicle. Things you can do to improve your Tesla experience for like $3, really supercharge the power of the car, and just maybe do things that Tesla really doesn't want you to do. In this video, I want to cover a couple of cool Tesla hacks, some tips and tricks, and things you can really do to get the very most out of your Tesla Model 3. All right, so this first product here is kind of a hack for your wheels. I know that kind of sounds weird, but let me explain. You know how the stock wheels come with the aero covers that are very polarizing? People love them or they hate them. I've also covered the Tesla wheel cap kit, which gives you more of a unique look, but some people don't always really love because it kind of does hurt range. But what about something in the middle, kind of in between the best of both worlds? That is where these custom aero wheels come in. And full disclosure for this video, I do want to mention that they did send these over for me to check out and to show off to you guys, but they are not paying for anything I'm saying. They're not paying for this video. They just sent these over for me to show off. And I do want to show them off because I think they're a really cool hack for your wheels. So what's so cool about these is not only can you kind of give a little bit of a custom flair to your vehicle, they come in different finishes. I have a black and red option here, but you can do black on black, black and white, black and blue, whatever you want to do on the site. But I love that they are able to be installed and removed so easily. Obviously, the aero covers are pretty easy just to pop right off. I've shown that off in a video before, but with the wheel cap kit, to remove that kit, you have to basically use a special suction cup. The lug nuts come off okay, but the center cap there needs a special tool to actually remove them, so you could put that aero cover back on. The nice thing about this is, like I said, it's easy to install and remove, so they are able to be installed pretty simply just by popping them onto the wheel, but they don't require any kind of special tool to remove them. You can just give it a little bit of force, pull them off, and you're good to go. This way, if you want to have the maximum range on your vehicle, you could put those aero covers back on, maybe use that during the week, but on the weekends when you're a little bit more free with your range and you're not super concerned about efficiency, you can put these on and kind of do whatever you want. I love that that is super easy to install and remove, basically gives you the best of both worlds, and I also love the way they look as well. So this is super cool. Again, they're the custom aero wheels. I will leave a link down below if you want to check these out for your Model 3. Kind of a cool little hack, a way to kind of spruce things up, give a little bit of your own custom flair, and just kind of change up the wheels in a non-stock way, and probably something you haven't seen before. All right, so the next one is something I get questions about all the time. At least once a week, I get a question about this B-roll that I shot previously in a separate video that shows off this kind of custom looking Tesla theater on steroids, and that's basically what it is. This is called a better Tesla theater or a better theater. I'm gonna leave a link down below, but essentially this was created by, I believe, just an individual who wanted to supercharge the Tesla theater experience. There was no Plex, there wasn't YouTube TV, it was missing like things like Disney Plus, like other streaming services that Tesla just hasn't officially added. This basically gives you access to view all of those in your Tesla using the Tesla screen, the Tesla surround sound system in full screen mode with audio and basically no caveats. This is super cool. It's a little bit of a hack and a workaround. Essentially what this is doing is it's launching YouTube and then it's bouncing you off of YouTube off to this site. But because you're in the YouTube player, it's gonna load in full screen. And then once you get to the site, you're basically able to touch and navigate around and pick whatever you want. You wanna watch something on Disney Plus, you wanna watch something on YouTube TV, Plex. This is super cool. And again, just uses the regular old data in your car, or you could use a personal Wi-Fi hotspot if you want to do that as well. But this basically gives you the best of Tesla with all of the other streaming services that you wouldn't normally get built into the vehicle. There's also some options here for built-in Google Maps, which will run full screen. You could browse Reddit in full screen as well. There's some websites on here as well. Super cool. Again, I will leave a link to this down below, but it's just a way to really supercharge your Tesla theater experience without having to pay for anything, just using this kind of workaround to give you access to everything you could possibly want to stream in your Model 3. Next up, I want to talk about this, or I guess this strip of all these little tags. They look like stickers. They're NFC tags, and they can really add a whole level of customization to your Model 3 and allow you to basically take control of any action you want to do right from your phone. So to kind of preface this, so if you don't know, these little tags are basically little programmable sensors that when you place your phone near them, they allow it to perform an action like turning on a light or turning off a light, running an application, or in the Tesla's case, being able to control the car just from these tags. These are like $1 a piece, maybe even cheaper if you buy them in bulk. I paid $9 for a strip of 10 of these, and I'll leave a bunch of links to them down below. They're very cheap, very affordable, and like I said, the more you buy, the cheaper they are per price. But the cool thing about these is they don't have to be used just with your Tesla. Obviously, I'm going to show you what they can do with your car, but you could use these in a smart home scenario. You could use these to turn on and off the lights in your bedroom or office or desk. There's a whole lot of things these things can be used for. These are NFC tags. But in this case, let me show you how these tags can really give you, again, a whole new level of customization with your car. So let me kind of show you how this works and what you can do. And to get this to work, you basically just need either one or as many of these NFC tags as you'd like, as many different actions as you'd like to perform. And then you're going to need obviously your phone, iOS or Android this will work off of, and then a corresponding app that supports NFC. I will leave a link down below to some Android articles on how to get this working because it works just as well on Android as it does on iOS. But in this case, on this video, I kind of want to show you how it works on iOS just because of the app, and I don't want to rebuy a different app for Android because I already had one for iOS. So you are going to need an app that supports this. On iOS, I'm going to use the Tesla Remote app. It is certainly not cheap at $20. I think that's a lot for an app, but this does unlock a lot of other features with the car and a lot of different statistics, and I will cover that in a separate video. But one of the best parts about this app is it does support the ability to use programmable NFC tags to perform different actions on the car. So let me show you how to set that up using the app on your phone. So in this case on iOS, we're never actually going to have to open up the Tesla Remote app besides just setting it up for the first time and logging in. Once it's linked, it's good to go. We're actually going to go into Siri shortcuts, and that's going to be the app that we're going to use to program all this stuff and make it happen. So we're going to go to the automation tab, and we're going to create a personal automation. And then you're going to see a bunch of different cues, different events, like what's going to trigger this event. In our case, we want it to be triggered by NFC. So if we scroll down under settings here, we see NFC. And the way these NFC tags work is they're all individual and unique. Think of them like a QR code, so they can't be spammed or spoofed. Like this is basically one unique NFC tag that sends a unique message to your phone. So to basically program this, we're going to do a scan to kind of let the iPhone know what the code, the signal this NFC tag is. So we're going to click the scan button here. And we're just going to bring it, like it says hold near your device. We're going to hold it near the device, usually near the top. And there we go. And then we're going to name the tag. I'm just going to put this down right now because we don't need it. And we're just going to call this Frunk. Call this the Frunk tag. And you can rename this later if you want to. Okay. Hit next. And then we're going to add our action. So in this case, if I was to type for the Tesla Remote app, I could tap on that, and I can see all the different actions that I can perform with NFC tags. I can awaken the Tesla, I can close the charge port, open the charge port, I could close the roof. Obviously this works with more than just Model 3s, as you can tell by the roof. It works with the S and the X and the Y as well. You can disable Sentry mode, disable speed limit. Like there's a whole lot you can do with this that really gives you a whole lot of control. And you can actually do a whole lot more with Siri shortcuts, and maybe that's a separate video for a separate day. I'll cover that, like with voice commands. But in this case, I want to show you how these NFC tags work. So in this case here, one of the things, my pet peeves is opening the Frunk is always a little bit too complicated. You have to pull out the phone, hit the app and open it up and then confirm you want to open it. It's great, but it just requires a little too much work, especially if I'm like carrying bags or carrying food. I just want to be able to do it a little bit easier. So in this case here, I want to open the Frunk with this tag. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit the X on that to clear that. And I'm just going to type in Frunk. And luckily Tesla Remote comes up and it's going to say, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to open and close the Frunk, or do I want to open and close it after confirmation? In this case, I don't want the confirmation. I want this to be a little bit speedier and a little bit seamless. So I'm just going to want to open it and close it just from the NFC tag. So I'm going to tap that. It's going to open and close the Frunk. I'm going to click next. And then it's going to kind of give us a breakdown. Here's what this is. It's a new automation. When the phone hits the tag, so when this comes in contact with this, it's going to open the Frunk, or if your car even had a an automated lift gate for the Frunk. You could even close it as well. And then we're gonna get a little prompt here. Do we wanna ask before running? So do we wanna confirm we wanna run this, or do we just want it to happen? In this case here, we don't want that. We just want it to happen. When I put the phone near it, I want it to open up and just work. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna click done. And then we are all done. That's it. And now let me actually mount this on the car and show you how this works kind of in a real world scenario. All right, so I've got my phone. I've got my NFC tag here. Just as an example, I'm not going to keep it on the mirror, nor do I recommend you do so. But just to kind of show you guys how this works, I'm gonna stick this tag somewhere on my car, and I'm just gonna bring my phone near the tag, and you'll see that. You hear that sound, and the Frunk has opened. So basically, I'm able to kind of stick this anywhere. It's going to trigger the command, and it's going to open my Frunk. Again, just to show you that one more time, I've got my closed Frunk, I've got my phone. As soon as my phone's NFC reader hits the NFC tag, and the signal is sent, let me clear this out here so you can see, it's gonna come near the phone, it's going to scan that, and it's going to open that up. So basically, you can mount this anywhere you want on the car. Seems to work. Put it a place, that's out of the way or wherever you want it to be. And you can have it trigger different things like opening the Frunk, opening the trunk, whatever it is. These NFC tags are super versatile, super cool. That's what they look like on the back here. They're just little tags here, little stickers. And again, I'll link to these down below, but super cool little things that'll add a new layer of functionality to your Model 3. And again, this is just the tip of the iceberg, especially there. Now that you have that one program, you now have like 9 more, or as many as you want to buy. Kind of the number of options is endless that you can use to open up at the charge port, or maybe unlock your car. Just there's a whole lot that these NFC tags can do, and it's a really affordable way to get into customizing your car for a couple of bucks. So these are super cool. Again, I will leave a link to these down below, and I'll cover the app and Siri shortcuts and other customizations in a separate video if you guys are interested in seeing that. Leave a comment and let me know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, and I will be sure to cover that in an upcoming video. All right, guys, and that is it. That is just a couple of cool Tesla hacks, Tesla tweaks, some secrets on how to get the very most out of your Tesla. Again, these are easy additions you can do. Some hardware involved, some software involved, some just going to a website. It's super cool to see just how smart, I guess, and innovative the different people in the Tesla community are to come up with these really cool inventions that make your Tesla a little bit more supercharged, a little bit more customizable, and a little bit more like your own. Again, I'll leave links to everything I mentioned in this video down below. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I am Robert Rosenfeld, and I will see you in the next one.